Yes.
I've been trying this whole time. We're
Thank
live.
you. Out of here.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
And
Oh.
Guys, what's your favorite ice cream sandwich? No, I'm just kidding. Oh,
Yes.
yes,
Bro.
if it is ice cream and
Ice
or
cream and sandwich? Yes.
There was a chocolate cherry Klondike bar, and I can never find it again, and it was so good, and it makes me mad that I can't ever find it again.
That's how it goes. You find the one that you just like really like, and then it just doesn't exist ever again.
Yep,
Yep.
and they immediately nix it from existence. Retroactively, it never existed. You're crazy.
It was like the French
Yeah.
toast cereal. Like, everybody was eating that all the time, and then it disappeared for years.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't exist anymore. It never existed. You're crazy.
Speaking of not of existing,
Segway.
Hi, guys.
Segway.
The segue to end all segues. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my campaign. It's terrifying to say that live to a camera. Oh my god. Yes, welcome to the Untold story of Meridium Collegium. This is our new Wednesday campaign. If you were here last week, like we said, Starfall, we're putting a bit of a pin in that to come back later to absolute nonsense and chaos. But this is going to be our new bi-weekly Wednesday campaign, a mystery campaign of sorts. And so, let's begin. Is everyone ready?
who's playing?
We're gonna get to that.
Eventually.
So I got nervous because Jacob turned his camera off for a second, and I was like, oh.
He's abandoned us
It
in
was
our
a cat.
moment of need.
Just leaves the Discord
It's just-
call.
well,
What
it's
a
just-
prank.
Oh my god.
He's been fine, yeah.
Writes the
It
whole
was
campaign.
like last second, like got perfect.
Everything the second it starts, it's just like, deuces.
Pranked.
But yeah, hello. My name is Jaden, and I will be your DM. I play
People.
shit. Mix that.
Everything.
Hi, I'm Tam.
There you go. There you go.
Nailed it.
Awesome.
And I go by he him.
Hi there. I am Tam. Now I'm Taylor. I'm going to be playing Julian. We both go by he him.
Hi, I'm Jaden. Nope, I'm Jay. And I will be playing Bryce Payne. And we both go by he, him.
Hey y'all, I am Ethan. I will be playing Cass, and both of us go by he, him.
Hi, I'm Jaco. I'll be playing Adlo. Both of us go by he, him.
Hey, I'm Brian. I'm going to be playing Sin, and we both go by he, him. Sin will also go by it, whatever you want to refer to Sin as.
Nice. Hi, I'm Tony. He, him. I'm playing Tamron Voss. She, her.
Yes, Tony is actually playing Tam.
I'm actually Tam.
So good.
And yes, you all are students, or were students. The tense is going to be a little weird tonight. At the Meridium Collegium, the most prestigious adventuring academy in all of the continent of Sorel, located in the Aether Reach. It has been a standing institution for hundreds and hundreds of years, producing the most luxurious, the most prestigious, the best of the best. Every year, hundreds and hundreds, sometimes even thousands of applicants come in. Half of them make it through the application process, and from those, you're lucky if a small percentage graduate. It is not easy to attend, but if you make it through the 5 years, you are almost all but guaranteed a life of riches and fame beyond your wildest imagination. However, in this timeline, something changed. About a year after your guys' graduation, there was a change in the air. Things started to get bad. It started simply enough, an increase of monsters, people going missing. History books started to not make as much sense as they used to. And as time went on, things got worse and worse and worse. Eventually, you were scattered throughout the continent, asked to solve these mysteries, fight these monsters as the threat grew ever stronger. And we start now, 20 years after your graduation. You all have been asked to return to the Aether Reach for something that not even the headmaster could fully explain. He just told you that things were bad, and he needed you to come back for one last mission. As we return to the Aether Reach, you walk into a city in ruins. There are no more people. There are no more businesses. The buildings themselves are barely standing. You walk in, walking through the city. Monsters abound, but you are, like I said, the best of the best. Cutting down the small fry, avoiding what you can because you know something bigger is on the horizon. Above you, the sky is wrong. Not scary, there's no storms or soot. Something is just wrong. There are mountains where oceans once stood, and waterfalls in the distance are rising instead of falling. As you continue to walk through town, you can't help but your head starts to spin because you know it's wrong, and then you look at it again and it feels as natural as it ever did. You know it's not perfect, but somehow it's still perfect. You look up and you can swear that you see stars blinking out of the sky and new constellations forming, then being erased altogether and written anew. You realize that these are the consequences of a victory, and the event horizon is quickly approaching. You arrive eventually at what was once Meridium Collegium. Now, not the same academy that you all attended, it is also actively being destroyed. The scene continuing to change in front of your eyes. You see pillars that are in ruins, and then replaced by new pillars. And then it turns into a tree, and a monster, and back into a pillar. And there's a sharp pain in your head as you're not witnessing this, you're remembering it. The memory of this place is changing in real time. You slowly try to make your way into the courtyard, and it's just chaos. Nothing makes sense, and you're starting to question what sense is. A whole wing of the academy disappears into thin air. But the shock only lasts for half a second, as there's another sharp pain in your mind, and suddenly you have memories of the courtyard that's in its place, as if it was always there. The statues of the four founders begin to warp and switch positions, their features changing and the poses morphing. There's 4 of them. No, there's 3. No, there's 7. No, 5. Each time in a myriad of emotions, but never happy, never proud. As you arrive in the main courtyard, you see a large assembly of people. You see former classmates, current and former professors. You see the 4 legionnaires, the 4 housemasters. You see kings and their archmages, noble families and their assembled armies. Even in the back, you see an adult gold dragon. And all of them are simply standing and staring in awe and dismay of everything that is happening. As you walk up, no one seems to really notice your arrival yet. There are murmurs spreading through the crowds, and occasionally you can hear things such as, "I think they've reached the heart of the academy." Another person with tears in their eyes, "It doesn't matter anymore, does it?" Eventually, the headmaster, standing at the front of the crowd, steps forward. He turns and addresses the crowd gathering in front of you. "It's time. I'd rather face this destiny head on, and I will not simply stand by and let this world be unmade." He turns and strides into the school, and few follow. The Legionnaires follow with their headmaster, and the Heroes Party, students that you grew up beside, supposed to be the best of the best, a cut above everyone else. They're the only ones who follow. Everyone else is either too scared, too dissuaded, or simply just too in awe to take another step forward. Everything in your body, in your cells, and in your soul tell you to turn around. But regardless of which next step you take, you suddenly find yourselves standing in the first year hall. The same halls that you walked your very first day after your entrance exam, after the culling grounds, walking beside the headmaster and the 4 Legionnaires. The Heroes Party, nowhere to be seen. You struggle to remember their faces. As you walk, you see echoes of students running up and down the halls. Some, you recognize their faces from history books. Some look like the children of former classmates that you met during your travels. All unaware, incorporeal, you don't know. You glance into one of the rooms and you see your homeroom that you started in, as pristine as the first day you walked in. As you walk, you look in the next door, and it's the same homeroom in ruin, in a way that can only be described as centuries of disuse. You continue walking, and as you reach the end of the hall, there is a staircase that wasn't there before, that descends down into the ground, and it's warping and changing. The materials of the walls change from stone to wood to light to air. The headmaster raises a hand, a small rune appearing on his fingertips as he seems to halt the change, but for just a moment. He nods to the Legionnaires as they descend down the staircase. And the headmaster turns to the group of you. "I know this is far from what you expected when you first enrolled, but I thank you for everything you've done so far." He goes to descend as well, and as he does, almost to himself, but the more eagle-eared of you still hear him, "And I'm sorry." As you follow the headmaster down the stairs, eventually you walk into a room that was once called the Convergence, which was believed to be the initial meeting room of the 4 heroes that founded Meridium Collegium. It's where all of their artifacts were, all of the history books that referred to them. It was not sealed off, but it was treated as a piece of history. So it was never a classroom or anything like that. It was never actively used. As you step into the room, however, you suddenly find yourself in a room hundreds of feet wide. The walls made of a deep jet black stone, cut almost inhumanly, the seams in the bricks almost imperceptible. And the ceiling above is a floating cosmos that might be the same night sky you're used to, but you're not sure what you remember at this point. The headmaster and the legionnaires stand in front of you, staring at a lone figure standing in the middle of the room. A lithe figure wearing robes that look similar to your robes when you were students, maybe older. The patterns are different, but it's a stark white robe, and the gem hanging at his hip is a lustrous white diamond. On the ground below are a multitude of runic circles, all in different sizes and shapes, interconnecting, overlapping. There are spell components scattered across the floor, almost ceremonially, but not quite right. Floating just behind this figure in the middle of the room is an artifact that no matter how much you focus on it, you can't see the shape exactly, but there is a potent magical energy coming from it that fills the room. You can feel it in your chest. As you walk into the room, one of the legionnaires walks up. So you must be, and as he goes to say this, the figure raises a hand and seems to grab something out of the air and rip it out. There's another sharp pain in your mind. You were sure that that legionnaire just said a name, but suddenly in your memory, all you can remember him saying is the architect. The figure in the middle of the room chuckles softly as he lowers the hand, meets the gaze of the headmaster. No malice, no pride, almost a pitying look. Do you know what history is, Professor? Without waiting for a response, he continues. It is merely the story that survives time. He reaches back and touches the artifact, pulls a mote of power from it, and with a wave of his hand, you see the stars change again. And another sharp pain in your mind as the memory of those stars sets into place. These are the same stars you saw growing up, but you watched him change them. The pain in your head is starting to become unbearable. The figure turns again to face the headmaster. So you're still trying, then? Good. Exactly as I will have remembered. He finally looks at the group of you now walking into the room, and there's a moment of discomfort on his face. No. You're not the ones that are supposed to be here. He wheels back to the headmaster. What happened to them? No matter. If you still think that the strength of your precious founders is enough, then let's see if their tenets can stop me. And I would like you all to roll a d20. As you and the 4 legionnaires and the headmaster are going to enter combat with the architect. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's all of us. Okay, so it looks like we're going to start with Ethan. Ethan, you do what you do best, right? You have been a force on the battlefield for the last 20 years. What does Cass do in this moment?
His usual strategy of charge forward without any regard and try and beat the shit out of this guy.
Okay, yeah, roll me. What would you get as a barbarian at 20th level? 3 attacks? 2 in your bonus action?
Oh, I'm rolling to GM. Whoops.
I'll take them anyways. That was a nat 20 and a 24.
Yeah, I'll take that. And a 21 cheese Louise.
Okay. So, Cass, you feel the malice in the air. You feel this challenge, and you rush into this figure that you believe to be the architect, and you take 3 great swings. The first one, you clock him right in the kidney, and then a quick left-right straight to the chest, and you feel the damage landing. And then with every hit, something changes. His jaw gets a little bit sharper. His hair changes color. His eyes get a little bit bigger. Every hit you land instinctively as a grizzled war veteran at this point, you realize you're not hitting the same person every time. Is there anything else you would do?
No, that'd be it.
All right, then we will go to Sin. You watch your companion rush up to this figure and land 3 good blows. You're too far away to see the subtle changes in this figure. So to your eyes, it looks like he just lands 3 real solid hits on this guy. What would you do next?
Sin's the devout protector. He's going to go in and protect his friend. So he'd run in pull out this giant Odashi samurai sword and just run in beside his friend and start swinging.
All right, go ahead and roll me. You're a fighter. You get what?
4
attacks at this point?
Yeah. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Just do it that way.
Fair. You surge forward. This first swing, as you go, the figure's gone. It reappears in the same space, and the memory of it him being not there disappears. You go for the next 3 strikes. The first one connects. The second one, you go for a wide swing. You're going straight for the neck. And suddenly it's Cass standing in front of you. And the architect is on the other side of the room. You didn't see him cast magic. You didn't see him move. You are trained enough and with enough restraint. You do not take Cass's head clean off. But the battlefield has changed. The room has changed. The black that was once surrounding the walls, it's a different shade of black. Is there anything else you would do on your turn?
I mean, I think in that moment when I see myself about to hit Cass, I would swap places with him.
Okay.
As a protector, to be able and just pull him out to protect him. And then basically my own sword's coming at me, which then has no power behind it, so.
Clinks harmlessly off. The world reorients and you have your sword in your hand once again. You've seen a lot of things in the last 15 years. But even the craziest stuff that you ever saw, there was a reasoning. There was a source. That doesn't exist here. And that feels like the first day you opened your eyes. Truly. Everything is new and confusing and scary. Next in would be Jay. You're standing and you watch the two of them rush and blows exchange, and then you blink and suddenly it's just the two of them standing there and the architect is clear on the other side of the room.
And is that kind of formless artifact still with him?
Nope, it is floating in the center of the room.
Um, Running off of very little information, but considering this guy was pulling motes off the thing, he's going to slip a ring off of his finger and then with 2 fingers tap something on his gauntlet and throw the ring out into the air to essentially make a flashbang that's just facing the direction that guy is in, kind of a cone. And he is going to dart behind some of these pillars on the edge of the room and try and kind of find a route to get closer to this guy unseen and wait for his team to put together some other tactics.
You take off this ring and throw it into the air, and as you go to activate it, the architect simply raises a hand up into the air and wipes it through the sky, and the ring is no more. You felt it activate, but it's just not there. And you dart behind one of these pillars, trying to get a tactical advantage in some capacity. And suddenly, there's no noise, there's no sound. The pillar's just gone. It doesn't crumble, it doesn't fade. Almost in video game terms, it is a 1-frame advancement, and it's just gone. Do you do anything else?
His cloak will billow. That's his turn.
Okay. I'm going to assume Julian has a higher dex than Tam at this point.
Oh yeah.
So let's go with Julian next.
Key me in.
Yes. You see your friend Luke try to activate a magic item, dart away, and again, you see that pillar disappear, and as it does, there's another one of those sharp pains in your mind. Not as painful as the ones leading up here. But you can't help but wonder where the pillar went. The architect still standing at the other end of the room, almost amused as he watches. What does Julian do?
Julian takes a moment to try to make any sense of things and really can't find the words. He will dart the other way, opposite of his companion. And with a flourish of his hands, a swiveling movement, he will throw daggers towards the target. As they fly, Julian's going to try to assess the person. Dig deep, figure out who this person is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for your 2 attacks. Damn.
More crits.
Has everyone who attacked crit?
Yeah.
At least once.
Jesus Christ. We really are good.
We're the best there ever was.
Okay, and then, yeah, roll me an investigation, we'll call it. At this point, you probably have like a fucking plus 10 or some shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm already that close.
Okay, yeah, that's what, plus 6, so we'll call it a 24? 23, whatever. You throw these 2 daggers. The figure watching, amused. As the 2 daggers approach his figure, you're confident that they're about to land. One of them aiming straight for the heart. The figure, not even looking, snatches them both out of the air in a single movement. And simply lets them drop to the floor. As you peer into this figure, trying to figure out something, anything, the smallest mote that might give you an edge, Again, that single frame advancement, and he's standing directly in front of you, looking down at you. Your brain fills with noise, like you're staring directly into the heart of a nuclear reactor. It's not that you don't get anything. You're getting everything. As your brain is flooded with information and your nose begins to bleed. Is there anything else Julian does?
I'll try to kick off of him just to give me distance.
Yeah.
And that is it.
You kick off, and it's like kicking a brick wall. He doesn't move a millimeter. And he just seems to let you go. Nothing more than paltry amusement in his eyes. And then we'll go to Tamarind.
Yes, Tamron will start to walk towards the center of the room, and as she's walking, this black ink that's on her hand will start to come up to her fingertips and coalesce into a sphere, black ink, and then she's gonna eat it, and then she's going to just open her mouth, and black ink just starts to spray everywhere and cover everyone as she's cast Holy Aura.
You go and you form this ink in your hand, something you've done hundreds of times. By this point, though you are still feared and respected at a distance because you're a little bit creepy, the history of the feats and the lives that you have saved on the battlefield over these years has earned your name quite a bit of renown. Recognized as one of the best healers in all of Sorel. You ingest this ink, this ball of ink, attempting to sanctify the ground. And as you open your mouth, it's not ink that escapes, it is just shadow. As the spell is effortlessly counterspelled out of the sky.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd try to do?
She'll look at that and just go. Just kind of nods and looks at everybody and just keeps trying to push forward. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And last up on the docket is Adlo. You watch Tamarin try to interact with the magic, which, as somebody well attuned to the arcane, one of the greatest mages in the country, maybe even the world, the magic in this air is potent. Even though you're seeing things that you cannot describe, you've been pushing the bounds of what's possible for the last 20 years, and you feel like here in this space you could do anything. What does Adlo try?
Oh,
Jaco, you're muted.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Would Adlo, given the surroundings, is the roof still intact in the room that we're in?
It's hard to say. Like I said, when you first walked in, the roof is a skyscape.
Right.
You're not
right,
sure
right,
if there's roof above it or not, or if you are somehow looking.
There's so many
directly
things
into
that
the
are like
night
sort of
sky.
blinking in and out of existence and like transfiguring
Right.
into other statuses. So okay. Uncertain of that, sort of he'll roll his sleeves up and just sort of like begin to wrap his hands almost like around an orb and cast Wall of Force in a ball, because at this point we have to buy time. We don't have a solution yet, so perhaps locking him in place for even but a minute would be something. So attempts to do that.
Around the architect?
Oh, yes.
Okay. You reach out and you envision the wall of force. And you feel it take hold. And for the briefest moment, you're sure that you've done something. This is going to be what tips the battle in your favor. And the architect walks up to the edge, draws a simple rectangle, and pushes it open as if it were a door, and simply steps out. Harold in the purple crayon ass just draws a door
Sure, yeah,
and steps right out.
I think seeing this, considering my understanding of the weave and how magics on this plane operate, he's broken all the laws of like magical physics here. Like I'm stupefied. Like I'm in awe, like genuine awe. Like that's even possible. Sort of like I'm blown away. Like, I don't know. I don't have the words at this point, basically.
Almost in recognition, the architect turns to you, does a small bow. Combat like this goes on for 2 or 3 more rounds. The Legionnaires and the Headmaster are also giving it their all, and everything is met with this same simple candor, disgust. Every spell, every attack, it either doesn't land, is batted away, or simply ceases to exist. Eventually, you are all great and powerful heroes of the land. And that comes with the experience to feel in a moment where things are not going to go your way. Despite how much you want to protect the world and the people, you can't help but shake the despair that is beginning to grow in your chest. Suddenly, after the Headmaster slings some wild spell that the architect simply catches the raw energy of and tosses into the sky, there is a deep rumble. It is not in the ground, it is not in the air. There is no vibration felt because the fabric of reality itself is resonating. Sourceless, formless, you all hear.
The path ahead no longer exists.
There's a brief pause. Even the architect, for a moment, seems uncertain of what just happened. You see him look to the artifact in the middle of the room, stumbling over his words, looking for some kind of response, and there's another quake in reality.
Would you walk another? Will you find the path? Will you fall? Will you rewrite history? Will you remember the future?
There's a panic in the architect's face. He immediately holds out a hand, and the 6 of you, the Headmaster and all 4 Legionnaires, are immediately held in place. But where the Legionnaires and the Headmaster are standing, their shadows begin to fill with light. Runes in languages long since forgotten, misunderstood, unknowable, begin to fill their shadow, and like a rivulet of water, begin to reach towards the runic circle directly underneath the artifact. The headmaster wrenches a hand free from whatever is holding you all in place, draws a single rune in the air with every ounce of strength he has. Not us. We have failed too many times. He flicks the rune, and it shatters. And the light under him and the 4 legionnaires rises off of the ground and begins to spin through the space. Faster and faster, violently, you can feel the wind picking up, like snakes hunting prey, faster and faster and faster. The whole room fills with light for a moment, until they settle, point to the 6 of you, and dash, hitting each of you in the chest. There is an impact, but there is no pain. And suddenly your shadows begin to alight with these same runes. And again, like rivulets of water, begin to reach out towards the runic circle in the middle of the room. The architect screams. You think they are going to succeed where you could not? As he glances towards you all one last time, something flickers in his face. Not panic or fear, but doubt. He's looking for something in you all, but can't seem to find it. And just as quickly, he puts his bravado back on. No matter what you believe, the audacity to think that you could stop me is proof of your failures. And another word comes out, and there's another snap in your mind. You search for the word. You heard it in a language you don't know if is even real. Did he just say father? Suddenly you feel the weight of the world beginning to crush you, both from the outside and from within, as it feels like your chests are about to burst. The architect holding 2 hands aloft, seeming to simply crush you out of existence. But in a moment where he was focused a little too hard on you, a 20-foot tall earth elemental hits him in the side of the ribcage and sends him cascading into the far side of the room. The wait stops for just a moment. The headmaster calls out, "We need to buy time. They must connect. Uphold your dynasties, brothers, and know that your sacrifices here may not be remembered, but if only for time itself." You are still held in place as these rivulets of light stretch ever further, the legionnaires and the headmaster keeping the architect at bay, but one by one you see them fall. The last, of course, being the headmaster, as a sickly green light hits him in the chest, and you see his body beginning to turn to dust. He looks at you all, too far away to hear anything through the chaos, but it is unmistakable, the words on his lips. "I'm sorry." As the dust of his form finishes blowing in the wind, the architect rushing to stop the connection, but they were ultimately successful, as he is simply a fraction of a second too late. The lines of light connect to the rune, and you feel this immense power that was already present in the room double, triple, tenfold. The power is too much, it is too strong. You fight to remain conscious. Your minds shatter. Your souls feel like they are being lit on fire. You hear the architect scream a deep rage. And then it is darkness. Silence. You are both weightless and formless. And then once again, you hear a voice.
If you truly mean to stop me, don't fight me. Find me.
There's a single image floating in the darkness. Just as quickly as you see it, one last sharp pain in what is left of your memories. And the image is gone. You feel your consciousness begin to settle. And then, like you are caught in a rip tide, you start to see memories. First, of your participation in the war for the last 20 years. Then your graduation, your years as students, your childhood. Everything is flashing past you faster and faster and faster. You hear the voices of bullies, of friends, of loved ones. And you can hear them talking as the voices slowly become the voice of strangers in your mind. Silence once more. And then two burning eyes of pure power. There is no shape to this form other than two arms that are stretching out to the horizon. And you hear it one last time echoing in your bones.
Find the path. Will you fall? Write history. Remember the future.
You all wake up. How weird of you to fall asleep in detention. You look around at the usual suspects that you saw also getting detention earlier that day. What a strange dream. What dream? At the front of the room, you see Professor Maris Korvik, your homeroom teacher, getting ready to call attendance. All right. I don't understand how you all ended up here barely 2 weeks into the class, but let's get it started. Tamarind Voss. And Tony, if you would explain, please describe your first year presentation.
Yes. So, Tamron Voss has very much elven features. Very much a pale skin color, very blonde hair. She has very normal features for a minute, and then the more you look at her, the more stuff just seems weird. You start realizing that there's like makeup maybe that was running, but then you realize it's just continuously running as there's this just black ink running from her eyes. Her hands also are just covered in black ink. She has a crown that she wears on her head that's made of thorns. And yes, real quick, I think I can actually do these. I don't know.
Blow it up for us.
I think you can blow it up. Yes, and so you see, she's wearing like her school uniform is pretty much kind of unchanged from what most people are wearing. Gray vest, the white undershirt, very standard. She hasn't really changed much about it. But she just goes, yes, I'm here present.
As a Korvik, getting ready to check it off, looks up and goes, hey, oh. All right, I don't think I want to ask how you ended up in here. I got a pretty good idea already.
And what would that be, if you don't mind me asking?
You know, scared a girl in the locker room?
No, I helped the girl. What are you talking about?
His eyes kind of narrow for a moment. Right.
And
Anyways,
she just
next.
just head tilts as she looks confused at him.
Julian! And Taylor, if you would like to describe your character in his first year at the academy.
Oh, for sure. Julian, also having very elven features, as he himself is elven. He stands proud, upright, and attentive. He has a blonde hair and very blunt bob, and the biggest shit-eating grin that one can have without losing their face. His uniform matches everyone else's. However, he, underneath, is wearing a full suit. Bangles adorn his arms, and a ribbon adorns his other arm.
Julian, you here?
Yes, sir. I've been here the whole time.
Are you the one that volunteered to be here?
Of course I am.
They get weirder every year, I swear. Adlo? And Jaco, if you would, as well.
Sure. There's Adlo. Looks like elves all around. High elf. Same sharp features, pointed ear, pointed chin. Longer, blonde, probably dark blonde hair. Stands probably 5'9", 5'10", something like that. Not very tall. Sort of sitting there. Very I don't care aura. Just like exudes from him when his name's called. Is this even necessary?
I'm sure the kid that needs therapy now would have asked the same of you, so yes. Yes, it is.
Fine. Present.
Thank you. Sentinel?
Ah, yes, that would be me. I am here. As you see, Sin, who, when you first glance at his face, kind of looks generically like everybody else, oddly enough. But when you look at him, you realize it's not skin. It's not really hair. It is very much a rubber texturalized face upon a metal body.
Are you programmed to be a student, or we're not gonna ask questions. It's not my job. Good for you. Yeah, I know, Cass, you're here. Welcome back, bud.
Yeah, fuck you.
And even if you would describe Cass.
Yeah, Cass is pretty rugged looking. Kind of tanner skin. Has a very kind of thick black mullet that is equally as raggedy as his appearance. You can see there's already like a number of like cuts and damage to his uniform, as well as various kind of stains, some of which seemingly are kind of that indicator of like a dark red kind of dried blood on his uniform. He's got a pretty nasty looking black eye and is kind of seemingly in between like trying to stay awake and falling asleep.
Well, Tass, I have to commend you somehow. I think you're on track for the record of most days in detention in your first semester. I mean, and kind of sarcastically claps.
Yeah, I've already carved my name in this spot, so we're good.
Right. They don't pay me to care. And last we got Luke Rain.
I name swapped. It's Bryce.
Bryce, gotcha.
You can, yeah. So Bryce is a one step off of scrawny, very pale-faced, looks probably like a human or human-esque, messy, dark hair, kind of purposefully smeared eyeshadow and liner to darken around his upper face. He has a little like sketchbook in his hand, and he's like partially zoned out from what the teacher is saying, and instead is drawing sin and muttering under his breath about cyborg branding. And he'll just kind of like keep tucking in, and he clearly sucks at sketching because every couple of seconds he just like reverses the pencil, erases, goes back, reverses the pencil, erases, goes back, and he's like in his own world. Like he doesn't answer on first call.
Yeah, make me maybe a dexterity saving throw.
I choose to fail.
I mean, sure enough. As you're sitting there sketching, you know, got the tongue hanging out a little bit, really trying to nail the features, a very large, I'm talking like the piece of chalk, like the big fuckers, nails you square in the forehead.
What the hell? I mean, why would you do that? That was horribly impolite. What the fuck's wrong with you? That hurt a lot.
Well, you sure got the audacity to talk to a professor like that. Also, it's roll call. This ain't your first rodeo.
I've never done rodeo, cowboy. And he'll like go back to sketching in his little book.
You see the professor reach for a second piece of chalk. Thinks better of it. Right, well, thank you all for managed to fuck up in one way or another to end up here. They pay me no matter how many people show up, so thanks for making my life hard today, guys. Really appreciate it.
Oh, we could help you out. It's okay. We could leave.
No. If they find out that I let you guys leave, then my bonus goes away. So we're gonna have to find something to do. And as he says that, the headmaster pokes his head in. This is Headmaster Alaric Noctis, a very wrinkly old human man with, you know, the silver white hair all the way down to his ass, wearing very simple clothes but very well-kempt clothes, and wearing the badge of Meridium Collegium on one of the lapels. He pokes his head in. Right. Did I hear you say you were looking for something for the detention kids to do? The professor kind of looks at him and goes, "Yes, Headmaster. Yes, we did." And you can see it. The headmaster kind of chuckles to himself, some kind of inside joke that you guys don't quite understand. And he goes, "Well, actually, the alchemy lab is in a terrible state of disarray. You're more than welcome to take them there and clean it for the evening before you return them to their rooms." And he turns and looks to you all, and you see that his eyes are completely grayed over. Not quite blind, but as he looks at each of you, he is looking not at you, but through you. And suddenly there is a weight in your chest. You don't know what it is. It's not panic, fear. It's not even an emotion. There's just a weight that slowly begins to resonate. And I need you all to roll a d20.
Twinsies.
Come on, Natty. God damn it.
All
It
right.
was so close.
So close.
As the headmaster is looking at all of you, and you feel that weight begin to resonate, you saw him at the entrance ceremony. You know who the headmaster is. Why does he look so familiar? Professor Corvick claps his hands, and the weight disappears, none the wiser. All right, I guess we're going and cleaning the alchemy labs. So, your uniforms will protect you. We'll call it good enough. All right, follow me. As you all are led through the long and storied halls of Meridium Collegium, twisting and winding in ways that you keep telling yourself you'll learn eventually, and are slowly brought into the alchemy room. It is locked up. There are broken bottles all over the place. There are chemicals in all states of inert and corrosive, burnt into the ground. There are plants growing out of one of the cabinets, and you're not even sure how that happens. And Professor walks in and goes, "Okay. Yep, sounds like this is going to be an all-day endeavor." And he turns to you, Julian. You want to be in charge, right, kid?
For sure. I'll keep an eye on him if you wanted to go do something else.
The eyes narrow at how eager you are for a split second before he just goes, not going to complain. All right, if anything terrible happens, best of luck. And he turns around and walks off. And you are left here alone in a absolutely disheveled and destroyed alchemy lab, with the instructions to clean it.
Sin goes straight to a trash can, and then just metal arm comes out on the closest table. It doesn't matter if it's good, bad, indifferent. Everything just goes into the trash can off the table. He said clean it. Like, Sin just, yes, sir. And just, unless someone stops him, he will go table to table, and everything in the table just straight into the trash. Teachers' books, kids' books, doesn't care.
Like in the path ahead of you, Bryce is just gonna try and quickly grab what he can assess to be ignitables and smoke ingredients, and will just like pocket those. I mean, he has alchemy tools proficiency, but he's just gonna like try and spot the things he knows he can make those little like packet smoke bombs and stink bombs and similar like ignitable gadgetry.
Okay,
And he's just gonna try and like go ahead of you as you're clearing the tables and take all the good stuff he wants before you dunk everything into the trash.
Yeah, give me investigation.
I can do that. And I think I have a thing where if I do the search, I have sharp eye. Let me see, let me click it. Search or study action, give yourself advantage. So
Okay, yeah, so roll an
yeah.
advantage.
Yeah. New character who dis? There we go. 26.
A natty 19. Okay, yeah, I will say you get the raw components to make 2 smoke bombs.
He will put those into what you will see to be one of many like pouches and little like buckled boxes on his belt. The belt looks like custom, like he made it himself, in that it looks like shit. Looks like someone who's never cosplayed before tried to make a belt. Yeah, he'll pluck all those and then look around kind of vaingloriously and stamp one foot up on a chair to take like that heroic pose and just say, "Some foul villainy has taken place in this classroom, but we will set things right in the name of justice." And nod to himself and then start sort of helping clean, but he's just there.
Sin turns back to everybody and says, "I don't understand how these kids," and he points to the classroom, "didn't get detention. But I got detention. Because I told the shield master that his class was pointless. As he just keeps going.
Yes, well, to be fair, I mean, I did get here because I helped a girl that hurt herself, and somehow I ended up here. As she starts to find one of the desks that has all the stuff, and starts to very systematically go through and clean every little thing, and organize everything, and clear off the table. She'll spend as much time as she needs, as she'll even start to look for cleaning material, like anything to actually clean with. Starts to clean the desk off, and after she gets everything organized, she sits down at the desk and then puts her head down on it.
Just cleans the spot to take a nap.
It's like how dogs walk around where they're gonna lay down 3 times to make sure there's no snakes.
Right.
Cass will he'll go around and he'll gather up like any vials or any kind of assorted glassware and just kind of like drop it on one of the tables, and then grab one of the garbage bins and just kind of push it into the corner of the room. And he's just going to take shot after shot trying to make it in the garbage bin, missing by a wide margin on about half of them, just adding to the mess.
It's admirable to try and perfect your ability to engage in ranged combat.
He's
Good for you.
throwing one at him.
Just like shriek and hide behind his notebook it's a very shrill, like a 5-year-old having a temper tantrum shriek.
Immediately goes back to just missing.
Cass, give me let's call them 2 athletic checks. All right. Yeah, you're bombing these first couple. Finesse has never been your strong suit. Eventually, you're starting to get the rhythm. You're starting to get the distance, and you pick up a hefty, like one of those big ass like Erlenmeyer flasks, and just tomahawk it, and it hits the front of the trash can, and you know that thing where like if it's a pliable material, it kind of spring loads it for a second and sends it scattering to the far side of the room, and it hits a bookshelf and detonates. And anybody who is still trying to clean, give me a perception check. Okay. Just more glass to clean up.
And Sin's just going to be diligently working away. Like, it's a job. He was given a job. He's going to do his job.
Yeah.
Fucking Wally over here.
Pretty much. He's given a job.
Eventually, after 10, 15 minutes, Professor Korvik wanders back in, walks in, sees Tamron fully asleep, Cass not giving a shit, and Sin, you've gotten most of the room, or at least most of the desks cleaned up. The acid burns in the floor, and the tree growing out of one of the shells are still there, and so he just kind of pokes his head in, slowly turns and looks at you, Julian. I left you in charge, and you're just not going to do anything, or?
No, sir, they came right in and they started working. So I thought, let them take it at their own pace and then start supervising. You can lead a horse to water.
As those
Oh, no.
As they start to talk, you'll see Tamara just slowly lift her head up, and then start to slowly duck down and start to crawl towards a window, and starts to try to crawl out the window.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Can I try to deceive this guy to give him advantage?
Yeah, sure.
No,
In the-
it's their choice to start working. I mean, I didn't even say
gotta-
anything. You walked away and they started doing
Where
it.
is my, hold on, I was like, where is my thing?
Yep. No advantage whatsoever.
Why we talked about whores going to water. Why would you call us that?
Okay. Yeah, you get pretty close. Like, you are at the window and you start to open it. And then the bucket that Cass has been throwing beakers into, he didn't check if any of them were fully empty. You finally get one of them to going, Cass, and you're like, fuck yeah, dude, nailed it. And it bursts into flames.
Unbothered. Keep shooting.
Professor Korvik wheels around and looks at the trash can and goes, do something, and like runs out of the room to assumedly go to like get help or get supplies or something.
Sin walks over directly to it and just puts the lid on it. And then lets the lid off when it goes out, and then just goes back to throwing everything away.
See, you're doing so well. I think this is quite cooperative of you all.
How far up are we in this giant academy?
I believe the first floor hall. Let me check my notes. My apologies.
Check this map.
You're on the 30th floor.
Perfect.
If you're looking at the picture, you are here.
Perfect.
The top.
No, I believe it's the third floor.
Cool. You see her just
Yes,
walk
third
out, and I think that's what she was doing as she's trying to get towards the window. It just starts to do this like shuffle with a broom. She's trying to get towards the window, just doing a shuffle. And then as soon as she opens the window, is the teacher still gone?
Yeah.
Cool. She will jump on the broom and then take off.
Okay. As you mount your broom, give me one more perception check real quick.
Okay. Perception.
Okay. So, there are two things you notice. The first is a very large, giant eagle perched on the roof directly above you. And the eagle looks down at you, opens its mouth, and a human voice comes out that goes, "You know, sneaking out of detention is a bad look, right? Like, even worse than getting detention this early in the school year."
It's just like, hey, sorry, I do not speak bird.
Right. And the wild shape drops, and there is a human man with very lithe figure, like wet, perpetually wet, black, moppy hair. You know this to be Logan Arturo, the Legionnaire of the Dynasty of Thorn.
Oh.
Listen. Do what you want. We're not here to, like, police you or whatever. If you do something stupid and die, you won't be the first, you won't be the last. Just, I guess, do better. I don't know. And he turns back into an eagle and he flies off.
But no one told
Do better! As he's...
No one told... Again, I'm very confused. No one has told me that I can't leave.
The second thing you notice, as...
There's a sign that
Mr.
says you
Arturo-
can't leave. Actually,
There's
right
the
there.
big block text above the window that says "Do not open, dummy."
Oh, okay, my bad. I do read common.
No. As you're just now kind of floating above or just outside the open window, as you glance back into the room, it was hard to see, especially because you weren't paying any attention. As Sin has pulled the lid off of the trash can, and the fire's out, but there's still kind of that rising smoke. As it collects on the roof of the room, there's a draft. Starting at the window that you just opened, but it's not blowing out the door, like the door to the room. A very thin line of that smoke is being pulled behind one of the bookshelves in the room.
You just see, like, her kind of like whip the broom right back towards the window, and looks over at Cass and goes, "Can you look at that real quick for me?"
Cass kind of takes his attention off of just, despite the lid being on, he's still just throwing the glass like at the trash can. What am I looking at?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to disturb you. You seem like you're very busy. Right over there seems to be like some kind of weird thing behind the bookshelf.
A smile crosses Cass's face as he's gonna get up and just grab this bookshelf and just try and like chuck it across the room, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a general strength check.
Seeing this, she was very bored, and now she's actually kind of interested, and just kind of now is like a cat perched on the windowsill, watching this unfold.
19.
Okay. You really, get a good stance, get a good firm grip on this. You go to pull, and it doesn't move. But you have torn apart several of these. You have destroyed many a piece of furniture already. You know you're able to pick one of these things up.
Upset at this, Cass is gonna just take out his shield that's been on his back and start like jamming it into the bookshelf to just try and break it even further.
Wait. There
could be a hidden switch.
Oh,
I've read these in novels.
I mean,
I've got the switch here.
Did you try to push or did you try to pull?
Just continually bashing this bookshelf with the shield.
Okay, yeah.
I'm interested enough. I'll try to figure it out while he's standing there. Just not trying to stop him or get in his way of his rampant thrashes. I'm going to walk up just next to him and peer at it. Try to get a sense of what's happening here.
Yeah, both Julian and Bryce give me investigation checks. Okay. So yeah, as Cass is just absolutely taking the shelves off of this thing one after the next, you both are just kind of watching it happen. And as he gets the very bottom shelf, as it shatters, the way it breaks, the wood above it splinters, but there is a perfect line at one of those points. And you both, kind of at the same moment, Julian ever so quicker on the draw, you both reach for it, and Julian, as your finger touches it, a symbol appears. And go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
You got it.
And me, idiot. Nice job being fast on your check. Now you get fucked.
16.
Mm-hmm.
So, you do not immediately lose consciousness. But that weight in your chest that you felt when the headmaster looked at you returns for just a second, and you think to yourself, an odd sense of deja vu, I guess. But there's no memory to have deja vu about. There's just kind of a... like the thing where you're weirdly aware of your own body for a second, and then it passes as you continue to press into this symbol, which, by the way, is a variant on kind of the hourglass figure, where it is two triangles on top of each other, but the tips of the triangles are superposed ever so slightly to where there's a diamond in the middle. And as you push it the rest of the way, you hear a faint click, and the bookcase just kind of swings ajar a couple inches.
Hey, big guy, here, watch out. I figured it out.
Give you like a side eye and slowly step back.
It's all right, handsome. You'll get your day in court. What's behind the bookcase?
As you swing the bookcase open, it's a hall. Give me a history check real quick.
Sure. I'm good at those. Dirty 20.
Okay. You think on it for a second, and you're trying to remember the classroom that's supposed to be on the other side of this wall, and you remember it's just a study hall that is not near as big as this alchemy lab. Could be just an empty hall, could be a service hall, like... But then you look at the brick on it, and it's pristine. Most of the things in this school are pristine, but it's clean. If this was just some, maintenance hall, where's the cobwebs? Where's the stale air? But it is dark, and it kind of just goes off into the distance.
We've found something more interesting to do. Gentlemen, lady? No, this way. No, we're gonna go check this out. Come on.
Don't tell me twice. He's just gonna push past.
Excellent.
Adlo, for the first time, sort of speaks up. He's been sort of just against the wall, reading some of the literature that's been sort of dotted all over the lab. Kind of faux putting it back, but really just kind of thumbing through it as he's sort of just been observing everybody. So this is what you all plan to do?
No, this is what we plan to do. Come on.
You're not gonna snitch if we leave you behind, are you?
What's whatever it was he was reading back in some space on the shelf? It's probably not right. Somebody with brains should probably be in attendance. By all means, go ahead.
But who is that someone?
You're a good one. You go up front.
Noise.
Bryce will push Cass out in front.
Does Cass even move when he gets?
Well, it's more like, it's not like he's trying to force you. It's more like he's trying to propel you to be the first walker. You know what I mean?
Like herd you.
As soon as you lay a hand on Cass, his just glares at you.
Where's your sense of camaraderie?
Yes, compassion for each other. Come on. You there, cleaner? Drop that. Come this way.
Sin just turns, drops it, and just walks that way. That teacher said he was in charge. Sin's really good with directions and order of command.
This is going so well. And you creepy lady, please come this way. There's escape this way, I think.
When you say that, starts looking around.
Oh,
the
no,
creepy
no, no,
lady.
no. Sorry, sorry. You completely regular person that I know the name of course. Come on.
Okay, that is awkward for someone. As we're going in, she's gonna go over to the wall by the bookshelf, and with her hand just said, just
No,
spell out
no,
went
no.
went in this way, BRB. Okay, let's go.
Should I cover the entrance?
No, no, no. It's fine. It's fine.
Sin's already like 20 feet down the hall.
Can
I'm
make
a-
the bookshelf look normal again.
I'm gonna attempt to figure out how to shut it. Just close it. It's fine.
Behind us.
But the person that I think they said something about their bonus or something.
Right. His bonus is none of our business, is it?
If he's getting paid
Can I-
anything, it's
While
much.
he's looking at the bookcase sort of reverse side, is there any portion along the wall or something I can roll to check to see if like we can see that locking mechanism from this side, however it works?
Yeah, no roll necessary. The reverse of this. So when it opened, it wasn't just the bookcase; it was the bookcase and the portion of the wall that it was touching.
I see. Okay, yeah.
And so there's like 2 or 3 inches of stone, and on the reverse there is a very obvious like ingress where you can see the mechanics of it. And it's basically just a very simple but very sturdy bolt that when it closes, that bolt slides back into place.
Is
It is
there an
also-
offset?
Pitch black in here.
Is there, as it's like, you know, maybe partially closed, is there an offset of some kind where we can sort of adjust the bolt from closing, or can we stuff something in there to prevent it from actually locking
No,
behind
on the
us?
reverse there is just a handle where you can just pull it back.
A release. Okay, so
Yeah.
then, yeah, I see that, and I think, like, this conversation between you and me, it's literally like 2 seconds in his head, like, oh yeah, we'll be fine, and just continues to walk in.
As you guys all walk into the hall, closing the bookcase behind you, you hear it, boom, and walk into place. About 10 seconds later, Professor Korvik walks in, looks around, looks at the fucked up bookcase, or bookshelf. No students around. I'm not paying for that. Cast a quick spell as the bookcase puts itself back, or the bookshelf puts itself back together, you know. Kind of a wave of the hand magic, mends it. They're not my problem. As he walks off, and we are going to go to a quick break.
Quick
Nice.
break.
So, 5-minute break, everybody.
This break is hi, my name's Taylor. I've been here for a while. You may know me from other campaigns, such as the Ties That Bind that happens on the Saturday campaign. I'm happy to be here. Happy to do so. All right, everybody's gone. No worries.
I mean, kind of bad to say everyone's gone when I'm still sitting here.
Oh, well, all right.
Emotional damage.
We're getting along. It's okay. No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
This episode is sponsored by Camaraderie. It'll make more sense later in the episode.
Yes, as Tam says, Tam is always here because I am Tam and I am here.
You got that right. And I'm Tam.
But I am Tam. Real question is,
The blood starts coming out my nose.
does everyone here have dark vision?
I think I do
yes.
because I'm an elf.
Yeah, I think elves do. We have a lot of elves.
We do have a lot of elves. What's
A lot of
your
elves.
subclass?
High elf.
Oh, samesies. Good choice.
That's fine.
We're gonna start an elven clique against the other half of the group. We're just gonna like circle up and like make decisions ahead of
Oh,
everybody.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
oh,
There
you. I was gonna say y'all are high elves. I'm a blood elf.
Hey.
I think that's a pass. Yeah, you come hang out with cool kids.
Yeah. You and I are the intelligences. My intelligence is 19.
Yeah,
Or 18.
I'm also at 18. I did slam for expertise in Arcana.
I got mine in insight and perception. But my
Nice.
investigation's still pretty sick.
Yeah, my investigation sits at 6 right now. Arcana 8, history 6, and nature 6.
What did you say you had an 18 in?
Intelligence.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
is that your hit points?
It's not much better. I think I have an 18. Yeah, I have an 18. I have fancy plus 0 to con. I think it's an 11. Yeah, it's an 11.
Oh, yeah. I slammed some good numbers off the roll, so I'm sitting with an 18 dex, 16 con, 18 int.
I mean, I have a 19 strength. That counts, right?
That counts a lot, considering if you're going to hit something, do it well. Do it well.
And then my uncommon magic item, is a +1 greatsword, because why not?
It's ironic. Our Batman is eating the Freezy Pop that, if eaten too quickly, will literally give him the sides of his mouth the smile of the Joker.
It's actually infused with kryptonite in case Clark goes crazy.
Decides to eat Batman.
Rolls to seduce kiss Superman because he's eating a kryptonite popsicle.
Get over here and let me see that super sack, big dog.
Terrible.
Yeah, Super Sack is crazy.
What did I walk back into?
Oh my god.
You
You don't want to know, brother.
You know what? I'll start
it's
a new conversation here.
It's
That intro, man. Fucking
Brother, that
sick
monologue
as
was
That
gnarly.
was so good.
Holy shit.
You should
Sick
be really
as hell.
proud of that. That was very good.
Yes, absolutely. You should be proud of that. You killed that
Thank
shit.
you.
Now, does this gassing you up get me advantage in the
If not, send me your Venmo. I can tell you exactly.
hell. Yeah, I
How
can
good
tell you
you've done.
exactly how
I
good
can
that was.
I can spell it out for you.
No, we can go into it in more detail in the pseudo cooldown that we always do, but yes, I put a lot of heart and soul into that opening.
That's good. Set a good tone.
Great,
really
man.
good tone.
Sorry, we're not going to abide by it, but great tone.
I knew what I signed up for.
I'll abide. I'll be an anchor for some reality check stuff, some grounded work towards themes.
What are we talking about?
Grounding your mother.
Damn.
Damn.
Taking Tam's broom and then throwing her out the window without the broom.
Whoa. Why do you hate Tam so much?
Oh my god. Alright, great. This is my time.
Because she can't roll high.
Damn. Can't even hear it.
She's here in chat. Love you, Tam.
Thank you, Tam.
You just can't
Thank
fight
you
back.
The spooky voices were good too. Yes, I worked so hard on the voices. Taylor was in call with me at one point, being like scouring the internet for voice changers that I could install for free, and none of them worked. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna open up Audacity.
Just go old school on it.
Yup. Didn't even know I still had Audacity on my computer.
The audacity.
The audacity.
The same software that I used to record Minecraft Let's Plays in fucking 2012.
I'm gonna say the absolute worst thing for me about playing D&D is I am the biggest snacker while playing D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not so much snack. I'm a drinker. I always gotta have the bev.
I've gone through so many of these HEB Chewy bars
Hell yeah.
and packs of peanut butter crackers already. Just because I just munch the whole time.
Yep. Same.
Snack
is
away,
ba-
man.
I will say it is better than what I used to do, which was candy.
Yeah, that's a terrible setup. Because then it's like it's always there. Because you're never gonna buy like a little bit. It's always like a fat bag of it. So it's like
Right. I mean,
all the
are peanut butter crackers like the healthiest thing ever? No.
peanut butter's
Are they-
huge though. Peanut
I
butter's
was saying-
awesome. The
But are
crackers
they
maybe not so
healthier
much.
than a handful of Starbursts?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
they are. And so
Pick
I don't
your
feel so bad.
Although on the candy note, if nobody's done this, Charleston Chews, they can come in like little bite-sized ones.
Yeah.
So if you've never done it, because I recently did this just for a kick, because I used to do it when I was younger, you freeze them,
Mhm.
and then when you bite into them, they shatter,
Shatter,
and then
yep.
immediately start to melt. It's like Pop Rocks esque stuff. It's fun.
Charleston Chews are good. Like
Love me some Charleston Chews.
they're a good solid candy. Like I feel like they either get a bad rap or just forgot about all the time. But they're a good solid candy.
Okay, so this starts a good topic real quick. What's everybody's weird candy bar that you like that everybody kind of looks at you weird for liking?
A zero.
I love a zero. That's what I was
It's
gonna
so
say.
good.
I love a zero bar.
I don't see them very often. I am a big fan of Mambas,
Oh yeah.
which are kind of like a taffy.
Mhm.
And they're not, I wouldn't even say they're like the weird thing. It's just like it is such a like non-popular brand that every time I like grab one when I see one, whoever I'm with are like, what is that? And I'm like, it is the best flavored taffy you will ever have.
I'm so sorry for you because my gas station that's like a half a block from my house has like the normal, the tropical, like always.
No, if I'm lucky, I'll see it in the fucking Walmart checkout every 20th time I go.
No, man, Mambas are always there. They're great.
Love Mambas. Beverages are the only snack a DM can enjoy with their level of talking. You know what? Fair.
No, speak for yourself.
Yeah, dude,
I
imagine
will-
how good that prologue would have hit if I would have been like, and you guys are going.
No, you play the soundbite as you start to chew stuff.
Yeah, just have to desperately chew and swallow in the 6 seconds.
All right, Brennan, settle down.
My almonds.
Almonds. I don't like almonds that much.
Have you guys? I don't know how big you guys are on chocolate, but the candy thing got me thinking about. Have you seen the brand Tony's Chocolonely? Have
Yeah.
you seen those?
Yes.
They're really, really, really good. Like I gave them a shot like not
Yes.
that long ago because it was just like this is odd. I've never, it's not advertised anywhere. It's just kind of on the shelf next to like spearmint gum, or whatever
Yep.
in the grocery store. And I tried it and I was like, this is actually bomb. I guess.
Their caramel ones, bro, has a ton of caramel in it.
I haven't had that one. That sounds great. Like Cadbury caramel egg,
Yeah. Yeah.
fat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, like you think Ghirardelli squares that has like a sad little layer of caramel. No, these things they're the big chunks and the
Yeah.
whole inside is caramel.
You're
They're great.
drinking that
They
shit.
really are. Oh, they are great. Makes me want a Tony's now.
My
Man, those
sleeper
are good.
candy is coffee flavored, and it's a little bit thicker. Like it's like a Kit Kat is like 3 stories. That one would be like 4. So it's a little bit fatter than a Kit Kat and coffee flavored. And I really like those. I live near Canada, so sometimes I'll go up and get like a bunch of them to bring back and like slowly ration out.
Now my candy that like I get, not just candy bar, is saltwater taffy.
I was gonna say saltwater taffy. Like since you said zero, I was gonna say saltwater taffy would be my other one. Every now and then, I get a big bag
just
of them.
bought probably a 3-pound bag at Sam's Club today.
Oh man, I might have to hit that up.
I got I got like a 19-hour drive coming up on Sunday. Well, we're doing it in 3 days. We're going from Texas to South Dakota with the
gosh.
kids.
That's a job.
And so,
The first
If
18
I'm just-
hours are going to be leaving Texas.
yeah, it's
Everything
like 6
bigger in
and a half.
Texas, including the state.
including Texas. I have to drive 6 hours in any direction to get out of Texas.
Yep.
But like driving, if I'm just driving, makes me sleepy. Riding makes like my growing up. If I wasn't going to sleep, Mom would go stick me in the car and drive me around till I went to sleep. So now cars make me sleepy.
Yep.
So the only way to stay awake is to snack. And so I bought beef jerky, and we were walking down the aisle, and I was like, because I saw the saltwater taffy display. My wife's like, "You can have one." I was like, "Yes," ran and grabbed it.
Yeah, I just remember going to the beach, and I'm very much the same way where I would just fall asleep all the time when we were, and we'd go to the beach, and I would go to sleep, and I'd wake up when we were there.
Yeah, driving was magic when you were a kid.
How did we get here? Teleportation.
I will say that in mine and my wife's relationship, she does 90% of the driving because she gets car sick.
Yep.
So I don't have to drive.
Yeah,
But
no,
on long trips like this, like if she knows she's gonna nap, then she can sit in the passenger seat, go to sleep, and I can drive. But like 90% of the driving she does just because she's car sick, so I don't care.
Yeah, it's all about that Dramamine. I was one of the car sick people. I can sleep anywhere, anytime, but I get horribly car sick if I'm attentive during a car ride.
All right, are we all back?
Some would say.
In prime
Tony
gamer
was
positions?
never all there.
Remember the sponsor.
G Fuel. Gamer bread.
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 Gamer bread.
Alrighty then. So, you all have just found yourselves secret tunnel.
The
You've all stepped in. It is, like I said, pitch black. I did not hear the conversation. I think a majority of us have dark vision.
But dark vision doesn't help pitch black.
Right.
Sin does not.
Yeah, neither does
I think it's Sin and Cass are the two that don't. So, I mean, yeah, the rest of you can, like, see the outline of the bricks on the walls, kind of. Sin and Cass, you can't see shit.
When y'all close the door, Sin just stops. Like, I unfortunately cannot really go any further. As in, I cannot see what is before me now.
No one sees it. I do some sick finger tricks with a what are they called? A Zippo lighter, and I'll light a lighter that is a teeny tiny little light. Does anyone have anything? I don't know, a little better.
What was it that you did? Like, was it an actual? What was it that you lit up?
It's a tinderbox.
Okay.
Just lighting a match, basically.
I do have magic that could light up a little bit.
Yes, that.
Okay, then she will open her mouth and a firefly will come out of it, and it will I'll say it'll go up to Sin and touch the little amulet on the hip, and it'll start to glow this eerie green color and start to kind of pulsate like a heartbeat.
And Sin just goes, "Very nice, thank you," and just starts walking
Wait,
again.
no, stop, come back. We have to inspect things. You light.
Is
You
this
said
just
to
a
go
light
forward.
cantrip?
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was that or dancing lights. Yeah, do you investigate the hall?
Yes, I'd like my bigger people to go first, and then our light source.
Your light source is one of your bigger people.
All right, go for it. I'll be in the back lines with my dear elven friend.
I'll tell you what, as the light continues, you can take the left side, I'll take the right.
Sure.
I start to spider climb up the wall. No, I'm just kidding.
What is this, the exorcism? Jesus.
As you guys are walking down this hall, now lit, so you're not worrying about tripping over your own 2 feet. Julian, on that previous history check, now things are getting weird. You guys have been walking for 2 or 3 minutes. Not a terrible amount of time. But, like, you've been walking, you're pretty sure, in a straight line. You should be running out of building by now.
Yeah.
And eventually, after another 2 to 3 minutes, the room slowly begins to open up into this open chamber. And as you walk in, what is the marching order? Go ahead and put yourselves on the map over here to your left.
Good spot to be.
As we've been walking, I'm actually going to hold out my hand, and in the darkness, it like pulls up, and you see a black spider, and then it's going to just kind of run down my body down to the floor, and then as we've been walking, it'll just start to slowly climb up say Sin's shoulder, and I'm just going to as we're walking, I'm going to tell Sin, this is my friend, this is one my familiar. If you could take care of it, that would be very nice. Thank you.
Ah, yes, I would be glad to.
And then, yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Sorry.
Sin, now glowing green and with an ink spider on his shoulder, rocking the gothic vibes. As you guys continue to walk into this chamber, the green light now no longer as necessary, because as you kind of cross that threshold, small, almost fairy lights begin to fill the room. Not aggressive, and it's a very gentle light. It's not like you're being flashbanged or anything like that. But the whole room, almost kind of like fog rising out of the ground, just fills with light. You see a stairwell to either side, and in the middle of the room, not quite as chained like in the actual photo, but there is a large sarcophagus, basically. A large stone container of some kind.
Cass is going to start walking towards it.
No, please don't do it. Oh, this is the most don't touch me thing we've run into thus far.
Yeah, or it could be gold. So I'll take my chances.
Think they would put gold in a sarcophagus?
When I'm buried, I'm getting buried in a pile of gold, so yes.
Can I try to make any sense of the kind of standing up on this, I assume, upper level looking down? Can I make any sense of what this could be?
Yeah, give me... Let's start with an investigation check.
Sure.
How far down is that?
From this platform going down the stairs, it's about a 15-foot drop.
Okay.
All right. I'm hitting the button.
Damn, okay.
Okay.
I am rolling hot.
You see all the shit. Let's follow that up with another history check.
Absolutely not.
Hmm.
Could I give him advantage by saying, "Hey, doesn't this sort of look like that one page from that great tome in that hall in that one time?" I'm trying. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right.
You shouldn't have. You're a nice person.
He is a
Not
merciful
much better.
deity for a decision, Juan.
Hey, to rip it straight from Brennan Lee Mulligan. Hey, gang, the DC was 10. It didn't take much. But yes, so as you're kind of standing, surveying the room, you notice, again, these two statues here, and then there would be two more mirroring them on the other side, which would be these kind of pillars. You notice roughly show the four heroes, the four founders. They are much younger in these statues than you would have seen anywhere else on the grounds. These were very likely them during their actual adventurer years before they retired and founded the academy. And as you look at this stone, just box, it is not a sarcophagus because there is no like engravings on it. There's no funereal sort of accoutrement around it. It is just a big marble block with a lid on top. So it is not as ominous, but it is ominously in the middle of the room with nothing surrounding it. So take that as you will. And then as you're kind of surveying and you're looking at these statues and you look directly below you, there is just a loose pile of marble.
I will, not caring to scale it, I'll just go up and over this railing down to where this loose marble is.
Okay.
And try to figure out what the fuck this is.
I'll save you the trouble. It is impossible. It is whatever it once was, it is reduced to like the size of peas. It is gravel. It is just marble gravel at this point.
I have made myself sort of down the stairwell at this point. I'd like to at least look around while everybody's sort of centered in the middle and like everyone's kind of clustered together. It's pretty easy to see most of the walls. Is there anything with any legible language of any kind in the room?
Give me an investigation.
Okay. Can do. A 16.
16. There is not. And in looking for it, you see where there would have been. There are, outlines in the dust on the wall of where there should have been a desk or where there should have been a bookshelf. There are signs that this used to be something, but it looks like it has been cleared out and for who knows how long. Like, even those outlines you're seeing, there is still dust in those outlines. It's just the dust around them is thicker.
Okay. My follow-up question then, with all of this sort of like the kinds of outlines, whether they're like plaques or if they were like pictures, the kinds of desks, would there be, I mean, it's a long shot, but would there be any sort of an educated guess as to what this space was used for based on, like, for example, if there was like, lots of square, rectangular, and then like, so like there was like, stuff on the walls and like, long area rugs, like this could have been a gallery, but like, is there anything that would indicate its use, or is it too vague to sort of glance at
there's
now?
nothing concrete. Like, it is just furniture you would find in just about every room in this academy. Like, nothing is succinct enough. There's no bed outline. There's no...
Sure. I was just
nothing
curious.
definitive.
Like, we were in a lab, now we're not. It's if there were like rounded shapes and stains or perhaps dust rings, like, oh, what could that have been? It's not exactly a chair, is it? But it's just curious. Thanks.
I'm gonna run my hand through the gravel and kind of pick it up and drop it. Great. No clues here. I'm gonna turn back around to our dear friend standing over our ominous box. Fine. You've got me piqued in my interest as well. Go ahead.
Great, about time. Can try and open it up.
Right before he goes to open it, I'm going to activate for 1 minute my Cape of Billowing and like position myself heroically, like perched up on the railing, very DC character-esque.
Are you doing the Itachi in the moonlight pose
Maybe,
on the light pole?
maybe.
I don't know. I could
I don't wanna
also
talk about
see
it. I just said a thing.
two-tone red and black on the corner of maybe a dark building in the rain vibe as
Yeah.
well. There's a lot going on here.
Give me Piccolo.
Okay. Yeah. Cass, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Strength or athletics?
Yeah, we can do athletics. I will allow it.
22.
Okay. Again, man, not being able to move that bookshelf has you pissed off, dude. And you get down real low and you just... And it takes a couple seconds, and then it gives in the way that you know a seal was broken. Like, you know, like the rubber gasket that are on like some candles, how you can feel it kind of invert for that split second. There's that similar feeling as a seal has been broken, and you hoist the lid off. And I need... Hold on.
That's
Are
it.
you...
Pull out the ruler.
Yup.
Are we all in the...
Yes. So...
Love that.
Man really just hit us with the, oh yeah, no problem.
So, Sin and Tamarind, you two feel that same resonance in your chest. The rest of you see darkness. As Sin and Tamarind, you look around, and the rest of your companions, their eyes have turned gray, and they are staring abjectly into the horizon, slack-jawed, borderline catatonic.
Well, I don't think this is going as anyone had planned. Do you think we should try to awaken them from their daze?
Yes, that is probably a good idea. And she will start to try to shuffle her way over here to the billowing
I'm
cape.
gonna smack the dog out of Julian. Just, damn. Sleeping is not a good time right now.
Okay. I won't make you roll for it because they are technically unconscious. You guys are going to rouse them. While that's happening, the four of you that failed, darkness, silence, both weightless and formless. You all see the shape again, and this time you are able to remember. An hourglass shape, with the 2 points superseded ever so slightly, so there's a diamond in the middle. That hourglass shape turns slightly, and 2 eyes flash, as once again you hear, "Bind me." And you all suddenly feel yourselves beginning to fall. Tam and Sin, you are dog slapping tickling, poking, shaking. Nothing seems to be able to shake them free until at the exact same time, all four of them again, and their eyes return to normal.
As I've got my hand raised to hit Julian again.
Oh, what are you doing?
Good. You have come back. That is a good thing.
It's not even just my cheek, it's my whole face.
I had to hit you a few times.
What's wrong with you?
I do not believe anything. I feel fine.
The four of you that failed, you all take... I should have done this before.
All but 1 hit point.
No. You all take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
As something in you breaks. Like the way, like, when you sneeze the wrong way, you can kind of feel one of your ribs pop. But not on your physical body. And all of you in the room hear a voice far, far away, almost in a whisper. Don't lose your echoes now, else you lose your mind.
Okay. What happened? You said we were standing still and looking stupid?
Pretty much sums it up.
Anyone else here? Visions?
I will say, while they were doing that, when Bryce comes back, just sees Tamarin like perched up, like real close to his face, with her head unnaturally tilted to the side, and just being like poke right in the forehead.
How high up is this railing from the floor again?
15 feet.
He is diving over the edge. And just trying to like grab something on the way down to slow himself. But yeah, he's like jump scared. He comes back to reality and just
bit to grab, brother. This is all smooth marble. So you take 2 points of damage as you onto the ground.
He will land in a way that looks painful, but then like force himself into a really shitty somersault, stand up, dust himself off, and just go,
Graceful landing. Good thing I trained in parkour.
I think Adlo's writing this all down, sort of what he's experienced, what this room, the room, tomb, outer body experience, ? Linked to voice. What does it want? Sort of puts this in like a small journal and then puts the quill and back into his sort of pocket in the uniform.
I will say, Julian saw the symbol on the button that opened the hall. Before that, and in this vision, you never saw that symbol before. Nor do you recognize the voice.
Real quick, everyone, how do you lose an echo?
Could be a resonance of a kind, a memory of something, a literal echo. I don't know. You could lose your own shadow. People do it. I guess we'll try not to keep doing that. Hey, what's in the box? And I'm gonna try to brush off whatever experience has just taken me, and try to push it back and down and look into the box.
Bury it deep.
Okay. Give me just a perception check.
You got it. Hiya!
Huzzah!
Ooh.
23. So as you are looking into the box, it is immaculately crafted. The lines are perfect and straight. It is a perfect rectangular prism that has been perfectly carved out. It's got those, it's lined up nice. As you're looking inside the box, there's nothing there. And then it occurs to you, if there was something in the box, it wouldn't be here, it'd be on the lid. And you go over, probably with Cass's help, flip over, it's still just solid marble.
Yes, just turn it over. It's fine. Thank you.
And in the top corner, in one of the corners, there is a V and a lowercase c carved in.
Vic.
What does it say?
Vic.
Could you elaborate?
Yes, for sure. Not to worry, actually. Vic.
Sort of peek over now for myself. Okay. Pigs out the joke. VC. Yeah.
Who is Vic?
No. No, I. VC. Vic.
Possible
That doesn't help.
initials.
You're welcome. What are they called? It starts with a D, something about a demon being locked in a box, and we could have awoken a terrible curse on ourselves. Does everyone feel like they're cursed? Hello?
No,
Pain I
everything's
feel is
perfect.
constant. Nothing has changed.
If anybody was cursed, it might be those of you that went stupid.
Right. It could have been us. Oh.
You see,
Cass, are you
myself
feeling
and Tam, we did not. So we shouldn't feel any different. Y'all should feel different.
Time will have to tell. Nobody feels cursed. You feel the consequences of curses.
Incorrect. I feel a curse that weighs on my bloodline every day.
I'm going to choose to
I got
ignore
you.
that.
And oh boy. Is there anything at the end of this hallway towards this, or is this just Stoneface ending?
Yep, it is just more of what Adlo saw earlier, just kind of the rough imprints of what this room could have been. Hard to even get. There's so much dust that you can't even try to estimate a time frame.
Could you ping where the dust, gravel, rubble pile was again?
It's this thing. What?
Oh, okay. Just grabbing loose handfuls of it. Can I try mending on them in kind of clusters just to see if any kind of adhere to each other? It's supposed to be like, I think, a cubic foot of material, but if I just keep like rotating the handfuls, can I kind of start to puzzle piece things? Or is it like too vast to ever get the matching pieces?
Yeah, like if you had 100 days in here, you probably could. But as it is,
it'd be like lining up the shredded paper.
Yeah,
Okay.
Exactly. Like you're holding pieces together that fit well enough, and the magic doesn't take, and you're just kind of like, nah.
Okay.
If you don't mind me, real quick, if you don't mind me asking, does anyone have a way of detecting magic or anything?
Why didn't I think about that? Yes, let me draw deep and search the wells of this arcanum. And I will once a day cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
and his body glows just a little bit, and behind his eyes is a white flame. It kind of comes out from the eyes, and yeah, I'm just gonna see what's going on.
Okay. So go ahead. Then give me investigation with advantage.
You got it.
Can I give
I'm
guidance?
so sorry.
Sure.
A D4.
The I was gonna say
This is what happens when people help me with things. I'm better at doing things alone, I guess.
16. Okay.
16.
16's a fine roll. What do
Right.
you?
No. Top of the ladder. Come on now.
Yet to be determined.
You cast detect magic, and for a brief moment you're like, oh shit, shouldn't have done that, as all of those fairy lights kind of like very obviously magic. And so you kind of blink for just a moment, and then you're able to kind of sort of push them out of the perception for a second, or able to look through them. You're aware of those. Abjuration, or whatever you want to call it. It's just a bunch of dancing lights. Whatever, move on. As you continue to look around, there are two pieces of magic that show up. The first is the box. Very magical. Very old magical. There is what used to be very, very powerful abjuration magic on the box. And then in the rubble, in the gravel, you get a very faint ping of divination magic.
All right. The box, I suppose, was made very specifically to hold something very powerful. Too much power. Dial it back. But either way, this pile of gravel, has a little bit of divination. Not sure where that could be going. Maybe to check on the box is my best guess.
Sorry. The gravel is not magical. There is a source of divination buried in the gravel.
Oh, wait. Further, you, dark and moody one, can you dig through that gravel to the left? Yeah, send a
Thank you
mass.
for noticing. And he'll just
No. A little further back. Yes, right there.
He'll just kind of front stroke through the pile.
As you are pushing the gravel, it's a lot. Like, if you were to like pick up all the gravel and weigh it, you're talking about probably close to a ton of just raw marble gravel.
Oh my god.
And you keep pushing and shoveling it all out of the way. There's little pebbles rolling all over the floor in here now. But eventually you get to the bottom and you pull out a single rusted pen of the Meridium Collegium.
No, pin.
Oh, I thought you said
Like a
damn
like
it.
like a pen.
Oh. Not my fault. I can't hear vowel sounds.
And now that it is out of the gravel, there's still the divination magic on it. And below that divination, there's transmutation.
He's just gonna pick it up, turn it in his hand a few times, button it on his collar, see how it looks.
Do I look distinguished now? Fuck.
Sure. No, sure. I believe you.
Okay, cool.
Just kind of shine it. Like grab his sleeve with his palm, shine it. What does it say or like look like? What's it embossed with?
It is just the 4-pointed compass of Meridium Collegium. Very simple, made of what used to be iron. Now it is completely rusted over.
I guess depending on how long things take here, he'll just kind of park and let anyone who wants to like look at it while it's on his collar. But he will start attuning if it's a magic item that is attuned to, he'll start attuning to it. If it's just enchanted with a spell, he is now walking around with a bug on his collar. Big brain.
Crazy to just attune to something that you grab off the ground.
Listen here. He has a 20 intelligence, but I get to play him like it's a 2.
All right.
Hey.
So also fair point to think about. How many superheroes have a non-accident cause? You know, he wants to be a real superhero. Maybe he needs
Canon
to
origin
have a cursed
event.
pin
Yeah.
fuck up his
Yeah,
brain.
yeah. Jaden, while they're sort of prying through the rubble, I did want to double back. I moved my character to see if anything had changed in the environment behind us.
No, it's pretty standard.
Works for me. Just, yeah.
Then
First thing you should do is look behind you once you start opening up boxes and stuff in strange rooms. So, figured take a look, come back down and hear what
as you go to
everyone's
step
chatting about.
away, you can kind of see them talking in the rubble.
Hmm.
And Bryce puts on the pin. And suddenly you feel a draft coming from the hall.
Oh. Everyone, we might have company.
Oh, it's probably the teachers or someone finally coming to investigate us. Someone left a helpful note where we were.
I would like to activate my cloak to billow and hustle ass up the stairs.
No, it's okay.
With
Everyone,
my cloak out behind me.
we could hide in the coffin.
Julian, while everyone else kind of scrams and scatters, is going to take another look back at the box and really just nod for a moment. Very well.
That abjuration magic, like I said, it is, pardon the thematic use, it is the echo of magic. It is that magic was on this so long ago that it is just the residuals. You are catching the broad form radio waves of what used to be a spell.
Mm.
And as you turn to go address whatever it is that may or may not be coming, you can't help but notice that the shape of that echo of magic is only on the inside of the box, not the outside. Whatever spell it was not meant to protect. It was meant to contain.
We released it.
Ooh, boy, we fucked up.
All right. And I'll slowly make my way up the stairwell like anyone else.
On hearing we might have company, Bryce will take the pin off of his collar, open one of the numerous little clasped tiny compartments on his utility belt, put it in one, and also pin it through the belt so it's secured in place, and then clasp and close the belt, and kind of shift it so his cloak is over that segment of the belt. Because artificer logic. His cloak is a magic item. If his cloak is between whoever's trying to see the pin and their detect magic, maybe cloaky smokescreen.
For sure.
Big brain. In his brain, big brain.
The magic fades from Julian as he kind of comes over, and like the flames like visibly reach up his face, and he kind of bats his own eyes and starts squinting. What?
It's so cool. You need to show me how to do that.
No, it hurts. Do you have like eye
But-
drops or something in that belt?
I have a crisp high five.
Here, I could help as black little liquid starts to drip from my finger.
All right. it's helping. Sure, yes, please.
Slowly but surely, the sound of footsteps walking down an empty hall. Slowly getting louder and louder, echoing further and further, until you swear they're walking into the room with you, but you don't see anything. Until there is a... The wind blows, the dust scatters up the sides, and standing in the middle of the room, in front of the box, is a shrouded figure of a man. He does not turn to address you. He does not say anything. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
First of all, Jaden. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I know you'd mentioned like you were nervous or whatever, but you killed this shit, brother. Good job.
Fantastic.
That was a lit fucking session. And thank you all for bearing with me while I played Bryce Payne not trademarked.
I was laughing when everyone went like in their stupor or whatever. I was like, is this payback for Starfall?
Yes.
Yep.
No, this is just because it feels bad to like tell you that stuff happens to you and like you don't get a say in it. The D20 that you guys rolled when you came back is a system for this called Echoes. Meaning that depending on the story, you will roll a D20 and it will exist throughout time for a very specific role. And that
That's
one
pretty lit.
specifically was your Constitution save.
That's pretty
That's
lit.
nice.
I like it.
Sick.
You do not get
Yeah,
modifiers for it because it is your soul.
Yeah.
It's just a placement in sequence.
Someone's
Actually,
getting their soul ripped out and a new person's going in.
Listen, I actually put a +2 into my soul points, so...
Oh,
So,
fuck.
Yeah, actually, Jaden, my magic item helps me with soul stuff.
Actually,
One of
I
those.
took a heavenly vow, so I live in a bathtub with like half my limbs attached and fragile skin, so I have infinite soul power.
On my
And can
special
extend
chart
it
of
to an
character
unnatural
creation, I
range.
maxed out soul, so
I've
I did-
played Souls-like
Well,
games.
it's
but
been
I-
a good session, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. No, for real, thank you all so much.
Oh, man.
It is crazy. I mean, this is my first time DMing, so first off, thank you for being patient. As I
You killed
desperately had to go, oh shit, I didn't make the hall map.
Oh,
Mm.
I think we'll be okay.
Right.
It's all good.
Crazy to think about how it's been, what, maybe 3 months since I was driving for work, and I was like, I've got a stupid idea for a campaign, and then everyone went, yeah, do it, let's
Yeah,
go.
do
And I was like,
Yep.
so very, very happy that it landed well. Yeah, that opening, the repressed theater kid in me really went to town on it, so I'm glad it landed well as well. But thank you all so much. We will be doing this every other week still. Not sure if there's going to be another Wednesday or not. We're still playing that kind of by ear as things get finalized, but I'm here for the long haul. Otherwise, check us out every other Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and also check us out every Saturday for The Ties That Bind, which is our weekly campaign that's a little bit more intense, a little bit more toothy. We are just as full of shenanigans over there. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. I'm so happy this gets to be my thing now.